featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Okay, steady now. Just a 4-footer remaining. Oh, what a stroke. Currently at +1 for the day. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Putting for birdie here. Just didn't drop. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Looking really good, this one. It was on a good line.
A bogey putt awaits.
In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot. It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Sitting at a couple over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. This one should find the rough.
The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the 8-iron here. Should find the green here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it?
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Here's HV3.
Let's return to live play now. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. No, that's not the shot they wanted. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
And he needs this to save par.
Oh, so close. 4 feet to the cup. That's well holed. Trailing by 4 strokes. Now with the honour on a par 5. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
That's tidy.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
Ouch, that hurts. Big putt for par coming up.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Now 4 back after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Opting for the 5-wood.
That's not the shot they're after.
Try to draw that one in there, Luke. Just missed the mark.
sitting at +1. How close was that to going down? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. We have a par 4 on this one.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey, and they've got a great opportunity here.
Well, that's a handy shot. And he's down there.
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Yeah, the line was pretty good, but the length, that was loose. Putting for par. Ooh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Second shot here at the 10th. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Playing within their comfort zone there.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Looking really good, this one. Well played.
Ooh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And stepping up the standings after that effort. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
From around 170 yards here.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Going with the 7. Needs this one to kick right. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, just missed. No, that's too bad. An opportunity to make their par.
Looks good.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And this is an extremely long putt. He might even have to hinge on this one.
They've got this left to tie with Harold Varner III.
That's frustrating. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Ooh. This one for bogey. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Sitting at 3 over par. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
This player needs a little help from Bob Ross on this shot. No draw whatsoever.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card. It was on a good line. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. What an opportunity to make a birdie. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Bubba Watson currently in the lead. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. "19 feet to the hole."
Come on, ball. Come on.
That was a gallant attempt.
Putting now for a bogey.
Bubba Watson is atop the leaderboard with a one-stroke advantage. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Oh, so close.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And Henny, this week, he's looking to beat Harold Varner III. He certainly won't beat him in the entertainment stakes.
He is one of the funniest players out there. You better be on your guard and keep mentally focused, because he'll distract you with his jokes as well as his game. HV3 is one of a kind, and he'll kill you with his laid-backness out on the golf course.
Yes, high on confidence as Harold Varner III. Make sure you step up to the plate and deliver, although you're going to enjoy this rivalry because he's one of the best players out on tour to play with.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react. That dog will hunt.
From around 180 yards out. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. This one might need to set. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Yep, we'll take that.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently one stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxholm Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxholm Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing out these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Sitting at 1 over for the event. Looking at a par 5 here. That should find the cut stuff. Time for the second shot here at the 4. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
playing this shot from the sand.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, Rich, think they're going to make this one?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Just hammered that through the line. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for par.
Oh, looked like they hinged in that stroke. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Going with the 5-iron here. This one needs to kick left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 16 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
A bit short with that effort.
Playing their 4th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time?
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Sitting at 2 over for the event.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
And choosing the 8-iron here. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Okay, steady now. This is a par putt. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry. but can he stay that way?
Trailing by 7 after that hole. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Yeah, this is a gift to end on. However, you got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
Good looking shot this. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Well struck.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. That's disappointing.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
That's frustrating. 2 great shots, but 3 bad putts. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. That's a good-looking shot there. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Like the look of this one. Ooh. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Just didn't drop. And this one will be for bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 11th. Nicely done. This shot is about 140 yards out. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. With the 12th hole at Foxhole Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
That was wonderfully done. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
That putt went a bit long there. A par putt awaits.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Currently at 2 over par. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
Handy effort, that one.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
That was a gallant attempt.
Putting for a par now.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Let's begin the 14th. Oh my, that was launched. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Just 10 feet to the cup here. Well, that's a nice line. Ooh, right by the hole. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off now on this par 3. Going with the 8-iron here.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, just missed. This one's for bogey.
Yep, tracking well.
That's untimely. Back-to-back bogeys as we head down the stretch.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And now at +4 for the round.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. From around 220 yards. Going with the 5-wood. This one's headed right, Rich. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Judging it beautifully.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
They're trailing heading into the short par 4. Do they take it on to the layup? How much do they trust their swing right now? We'll find out.
You like that, didn't you? Second shot here on the 17th hole.
Nicely done.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's not what they were looking for. Sitting at 3 over. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt for a final score of 75.
Surely it's going to.
And that will conclude his tournament to date.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
And that will drop in for birdie.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with the birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Opting for the 5-iron. Okay, that'll work.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Looking better.
Top effort, that.
Putting for a par here.
He's currently tied for 9th. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pool. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Lovely effort, that. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this putt to move into the top 5.
Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. This hole is a par 3. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Going for less club here. Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
As they say, drive for show, putt for dough. That'll cost you. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. From around 140 yards here, currently 4 shots off the pace.
That could play.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Super shot that, and that will take him to 1 under. He's currently tied for 12th. Teeing off here at the 7th. Oh, well done. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting. It's looking solid.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 2 under.
Why don't we catch up with Rickie Fowler?
Well, that's going to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Opting for the 5-wood. That's just inside the range.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, time to return to the action. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Oh, so close. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Steady on. Yep, well holed for bogey. He's currently tied for 10th. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one. A really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Ouch, that hurts. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
He's got this for his par.
He's in a share of 15th. We've reached the beginning of the back 9, the 10th. Sitting at -1.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day.
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie.
I mean, you've got to expect this kind of stuff when you start up a rivalry with a tour player. This is what they do.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Needs this putt to tie Rickie Fowler.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Well played, mate. Sitting at 1 under. Setting up miles from the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. It was on a good line. Bogey putt coming up here. Okay, steady now.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Going with the 6 iron here. Oh my, right by the hole. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Now, that's got to be frustrating. It's such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Here's Rickie Fowler. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Now on the tee of a long par 4. This shot from about 190 yards out. Going with the hybrid.
What a trash shot.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Has long hair.
This has eyes for the hole. And down she goes, the long-range bomb. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
A long par 4 this hole.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Attaboy, good shot.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Now 5 strokes behind. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Yeah, well played.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
The old hammer hands putt.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Here's Rickie Fowler's next shot.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Quality shot, that one. Playing from 110 yards out. 5 strokes behind our leader. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Okay, so that's step 1, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. This putt coming up is for birdie. Ooh. Six feet remaining to the cup. Oh, just missed. And this one is for bogey.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? From about 200 yards out. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. It's heading to the rough for mine. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. this putt for a final score of 71. Ooh, right by the hole. This next putt is for bogey.
And that wraps up proceedings in this one.
Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Luke, not the performance they were looking for this week, but I got to say, there was some really good stuff in there that I like. It was really fun to watch.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see it?
Their last matchup saw HV3 as the winner, so let's see if this player uses that to fuel their performance on the course this week.
Yes, he's a big-hearted guy, but he's got a big game too. So look out for HV3, but don't worry if you lose this rivalry, because you'll end up with a great friend indeed.
4 feet to the cup. Well done. Take the birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, get in. No, that's too bad. And this one is for his par.
So far, so good.
Was on a good line. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Going with the 7. Great shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
That was a gallant attempt. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
He's currently in a share of 11th place. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Even for the day. In a good position here, just outside the top 10. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Tried to fade it, just didn't make it happen.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Oh, so close. Okay, let's head to the next.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Now, from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. This is a bogey putt coming up. That's frustrating. Should have made that. A 7-footer right here.
That's a good putt to make, that one. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Bubba Watson, our leader in this one. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And down it goes. Currently at 4 over for the tournament. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location. What a drive that was.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Here's Harold Varner III.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Oh, we always enjoy tournament play, but there's nothing better than a rivalry in golf. And how about that play? Moving a lot closer to their rival now.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
And a par putt awaits him.
That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
Oh, just missed.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Now 7 shots behind after that. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
Opting for the 9-iron. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for bogey. Yeah, good putt. Well holed.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
And that's now 5 over for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Going with the 5-wood. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Didn't that look good for a long time?
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background. And I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away.
I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game and continues to be and will forever be.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. A bit long on that one. Ouch, that hurts.
This next putt for double bogey.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Could roll into the rough on this one.
Playing from around 150 yards here.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand.
Not the result they were after there.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Job done. Let's head to the next.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
That was a gallant attempt.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Nicely holed, and for par. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.